Hello divers, welcome back to Diving Deeper. If you're new, I'm Lucy, and on this video I talk about God, Christianity and all that jazz. I also do things like travel more with us, which is when I go travelling, because I go travelling a lot, and yeah, and I do any other videos that you guys suggest me to do. But in today's video we are going to be doing a Q&A. I've only got 3 questions because I didn't have time to wait for a few more, but it's all good. Like 3 questions is okay for me. So yeah, let's just dive in. So the first question is, why can't Christians celebrate Halloween? And I did a video on Halloween, just of Halloween, last year, and I'm 99.9% confident that I said in that video that I tried to search it up and like find some information on it, but it made me more confused than like I already was. And I did it this year, and I did make more sense of it I made more sense of it this year than I did last year, but it still made me more confused, and I'm not using that. But when I did search it up, it did, like, Christianity did closely relate to Halloween. Like, it said Christianity a lot, and it wasn't like Christianity cannot celebrate Halloween. It was very closely linked. Like, there was a festival about Christianity closely linked to Halloween. So yeah, that's all I'm saying on that, because I don't want to confuse me and I don't want to confuse you guys. But if you want to know more about like the history of Halloween and how it relates to Christianity, and if it's allowed or if it's not, then either search up yourselves and confuse yourselves, or just message me either down below or on Instagram, and my Instagram will be in the description box below, and I'll be happy to search it up and find more info on it, or ask some wise people that I know, because when I do speak to some of the wise people I know, I vaguely remember them saying that Christianity is related in a way to Halloween. But my personal opinion on Halloween is that, like, it's about the heart. So, for example, my sister's been invited to a Halloween party this year, and she's going, like, but she also goes to church, she's got a relationship with God, she reads the Bible, she prays, blah, blah, blah. Like, we used to go trick-or-treating as a family when we were younger. I've been to Halloween parties in the past. If I got invited to a Halloween party this year, I'd go. Like, yes, it's dressing up as like the ghost, the devil, witches, clowns, skeletons, whatever you think, name it. But like, it's not like my melody is gonna go and like be like devil, devil, devil. So I think like it's not a case of Christians cannot celebrate Halloween, as in, yeah, like Christians cannot celebrate Halloween, but it's not as if my brother can't go trick-or-treating and get some sweets and have a bit of fun with his friends, or Melody can't go to the party because she's going to go and start worshipping the devil and not have a relationship with God anymore. Like, at the end of the day, she's going to go and have fun with her friends, go to a party, next day probably go to church and be the exact same with God. And yeah, so I've got a verse to say which kind of relates to Halloween. 1 John chapter 1 verse 5, and it says, "This is the message we have heard from him and declare to you, God is light, and in him there is no darkness at all." So I think personally it's about the heart. So I really hope that answered your question. Yeah, Halloween's a tricky one. Second question is, why do you think God exists? And that is a big question, but I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. I think personally, because when I was in school in the north, both from year 7 to year 11, like, I got so many questions like, why do you think God exists? Like, why do you go to church? Blah, blah, blah. And I always used to say to them, because I'm giving it a chance. Like, And they always used to say, nah, you only believe it because your mum and dad believed it and they brought you up in it. And I always used to say back to that, no, because it's my choice and my mum and dad were happy if I didn't want to go to church, if I didn't want to follow the ways that they wanted to. But I decided, like, let's just give it a shot. So I went to church, I stuck in at it, and like sat with the worship, like listened to the worship songs, listened to the words, listened to the preaching sermons, see what they said, and I gave it a chance. I spent most of my time around Christian people, and then also spent my time around non-Christian people, and like the difference of lives. Like, I had two separate lives, especially in year 7 and year 8. I had my Christian side, I had my non-Christian side. And it got to year 9, and I was like, I definitely prefer my Christian side. And I think during that time, I realised, like, quite young, but during that time, God showed me his power. I think that makes sense. Showed me his power and how powerful he actually is. But God's not a forceful God, and he's not like whoever. So he's not like, Lily, like, I'm coming in your heart, and I'm going to work in your heart, and I'm going to sort this relationship out with your dad, I'm going to sort this out with the school, I'm going to sort your friendships out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to turn you into a Christian, you're going to love me. He's not a forceful God. Like, he's not going to come, like, and help you if you don't want him to. So because I gave him the chance, he was happy to come into my heart. And people say to me in school, and it really annoys me, they say, no, I don't believe in God. And I think, yeah, but you haven't given it a shot. Like, you need to give it a shot to decide whether you believe it or not. Question is, how do you keep going in faith when you feel like everything's going against you? And I feel like this is a very good question for me right now, because I've been feeling like that. I've totally been feeling like that. And the person that asked this question, like, you're not alone if you feel like that. And anyone else watching this video, if you feel like that, you're not alone. Like, I've totally been feeling like that. I like so bad that I've been feeling sorry for myself. But I feel like this year, some of you may know that I've said it in nearly every video, that it's been such a hard year for me, and at times I felt like everything has been against me, and that I'm just alone. Especially in these recent weeks, as I've come to the end of a journey and started a new one. Come to an end of a season and started a new season, especially in the that changeover of seasons that God's taken me through. I've really felt like lonely, rejected, isolated. The only people I have is my family. Like, I've really felt like that recently. So I just feel like, for me personally, I've had to spend I spend half an hour in the Word every day, but that doesn't mean you have to, because I know especially for people watching this video, that just seems so daunting to you. But for 5 minutes in the Word every day is not that much. Getting some Christian people around you, and if you're really struggling with a certain situation, and even if it's not a certain situation, you just feel low, and you just generally feel like everything's against you, I feel like getting Christian people around you, getting your gals around you, or your pals, boys, whatever you are, around you, and just sitting and praying, because I feel like that can be so powerful. Read this chapter every day if you can't think of where to go in the Bible. This will take you literally 2 minutes to read. So yeah, it's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And that's just so beautiful to hear. Like, things like, I lack nothing, quiet waters, green pastures refreshes my soul, fear no evil, rod and staff comfort me, prepare a table, anoint my cup overflows, goodness and love will follow me. Like, he is for you. Just go to him. As much as I like love doing this YouTube channel, I can't answer every question, but God can. And I can't be like, yeah, just go to God. And if you need to chat about anything, then feel free to give me a message. I'm always here and up for a chat and to pray with you. And yeah, like, you can message me. Oh gosh, you can message me, call me, like anything. Just give me a message on Instagram and we can chat through things if you want. But yeah, that was the end of this video. If you liked what you see, please subscribe and share with friends and family. Because hashtag, if you liked what you see, subscribe and share. Because hashtag Sip Nishon.